Assalamu alaikum grade 7 students. In chapter number 8 we are doing today mass number and isotopes. Actually mass number is the number of protons and neutrons present in any atom. For example, hydrogen mass number is 1, carbon mass number is 12 because it has 6 protons and 6 neutrons. Okay, nitrogen mass number is 14 because it has 7 protons and 7 neutrons. Now, isotopes. Isotopes are the different versions of the same element. Scientists name isotopes by putting the mass number, the number of protons and neutrons after the name of the element. For example, uranium-235. In this case, the total number of neutrons and protons in the nucleus of uranium-235 are 235. The commonest isotope of carbon is 12, that's why it's written C12. Now here in this page, radioisotopes are explained. As already explained that isotopes are actually atoms of the same element but they have different number of neutrons. But radioisotopes are those isotopes which after some time decay and turn into some other element. How it is really very interesting for you students. As already discussed, the element atoms who have different neutrons are isotopes. Some isotopes are not stable, they decay, and those isotopes are called radioisotopes. As we saw with carbon-14, the unstable nuclei of radioisotope have a different number of neutrons form stable isotope. The larger the number of protons, neutrons and electrons in an atom, it becomes more likely unstable. For example, if any atom has more than 80 number of protons, then this atom is mostly unstable and those isotopes become radioisotopes. In your book, the example of radioisotopes is uranium. So there are many uses of radioisotopes. Radioisotopes are, as I have told, unstable, so they are used in making atomic bombs. That is called atomic energy. When atom break, they give out a large amount of energy that can be used as a destruction or also in power plants to create electricity, and also in medicines for x-rays, and also in industry, and also in agriculture. See at page number 94, the uses of radioisotopes are written in detail. Now there is another topic written, ions and bonding. This is a new term, ions. Ions are the type of atoms which have lost or gained electrons. Now in page number 95, ionic bonding is told. See, ions are those atoms which have lost or gained electron. Here in this page number 95, two ions formation has been shown. Sodium atom has 11 electrons. The outermost electron has only 1 electron in its atom. Same is the case with chlorine. The outermost shell of chlorine atom has 7 electrons. See, one electron in the outermost shell or 7 electrons in the outermost shell is not stable for an atom. So they have to make it complete as an octet. So sodium will give its 1 electron to chlorine atom. In this way, sodium will become positively charged, lost electron, and chlorine will become negatively charged, gained electron. These two ions, due to attraction of positive and negative ions, will be most stable compounds. Now at page number 96 we will study about covalent bonding. This bonding is very interesting. In this bonding, the outermost shells of two atoms are not gaining or losing electrons, they are actually sharing electrons, and this sharing of electron is known as covalent bonding. For example, in water molecule, oxygen atom outermost shell has 6 electrons, so it needs 2 electrons to complete its octet. Same is the case with hydrogen atom. Its outermost shell has 1 electron. It needs one more to have a duplet. So become stable, they share electron. Two hydrogen atoms share 1 electron with oxygen atom, and in this way water molecule is formed. At the bottom of page number 96, valency is told atoms are linked together in molecules by chemical bonds such as ionic or covalent bond. The number of bonds an atom can form is called its valency. Carbon, for example, can make 4 bonds, that's why its valency is 4. Oxygen can make 2 bonds, so its valency is 2. Hydrogen can make 1 bond, that's why its valency is 1. At page number 97, chemical formula is shown, is written as well. The start of the paragraph is very simple, but chemical formula definition is, it is showing the number and kinds of atoms contained in a molecule or smallest particle of any substance. There are more than 90 elements present in the world. If these 90 atoms or elements combine with each other, they form compounds. So we can show them easily by chemical formula. So here is a chemical formula representation. You can see hydrogen molecule is shown. These are the covalent molecules. The first two are the molecules of elements, and the third one is the covalent molecule of water. In the first one, hydrogen, 2 atoms are sharing 2 electrons with each other. In oxygen molecule, 4 electrons have been shared, that's why double covalent bond. And in water, single covalent bond is between oxygen and hydrogen atoms. Chemical formula actually shows the number and kinds of atoms in a molecule of a substance. For example, hydrogen gas contains 2 hydrogen atoms, so symbol of hydrogen will be written and the number 2 will be showing how many atoms are present in one molecule of hydrogen. The smallest particle of carbon dioxide gas has actually 1 carbon atom and 2 oxygen atoms. It's a compound, so you can see carbon C, oxygen O, and 2, it means 2 oxygen atoms are present here. Chemical formula of element shows the same number of atoms but the number differs. In chemical formula of compounds, the number of atom and the type of atoms are also different. For example, here sulfuric acid is shown. H2 means 2 hydrogen atoms, S means 1 sulfur atom, and O4 means 4 oxygen atoms are found in one molecule of sulfuric acid. Today we have to do question number 4 and 5. Question number 4 is about symbol. Question number 5 is about electron, proton and neutron. Here question number 4 answer is written. Scientists use symbols as shorthand for different elements. You can pause this video and you can write the answer. I have shown iodine I, nitrogen N, oxygen O. But sometimes some elements have two letter symbol. In these two letter symbols, the first letter is always capitalized and the second is always small. 11 elements have names and symbols beginning with letter C, like carbon, chlorine, but their symbols are different. This is atom. It has three subatomic particles. The detail of these particles is written in comparison as a table. Proton is a nucleus, neutron is a nucleus, electron are outside the nucleus in orbits. You can draw this table as well in your journals very neatly using blue marker and pen. Proton are positive, neutrons have no charge, electrons are negatively charged. Mass is written 1 AMU for both protons and neutrons. AMU is the unit for mass, and electrons are very lighter, you can see 1800th. We have to do question number 8 and 9 as well. Question number 8 is the chemical formula for sulfuric acid is H2SO4. What is the total number of atoms in the molecule and what are they? We have done it in detail right now before 2-3 minutes. And then what are the properties of ionic compounds? Being an excellent student, you will do your work very neatly. This is an example of ionic and covalent bond. It's a funny picture. It is showing how covalent compounds share the electrons, and it is showing how ionic compound, one atom is snatching one electron from the other element. Now be ready for question number 8 and 9. Question number 8 answer is a molecule of sulfuric acid H2SO4 has 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 sulfur atom and 4 oxygen atoms, or as a whole 7 atoms altogether. From page number 98 you can write the formula correctly as well. The diagram you can show as well, you can draw as well. Okay. Now about ionic compounds in question number 9, start your answer. Ionic compounds have ions that are strongly attracted to each other because they carry opposite electrical charges. Most ionic bonds are difficult to break. We have made sodium chloride in detail, so you can pause the video and you can write the answer. I think that's enough for today. Thanks for watching this video. Allah Hafiz.